What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to RC Car Garage, and in this video it is part 3 of the Amazon Prime Day deals that I ended up getting on Amazon Prime Day. And as you guys can see on the desk right here, we do have the Hobby Plus Arktos 6x6. So the deal that this was on for Amazon Prime Day, I could not pass this up. This is how much it normally costs, and this is how much I paid for it. So, as you guys can see, I definitely could not pass this deal up, and I ended up getting it. So, let's open up the package, let's go over everything that it's got, and let's see how it looks. Alright, so before I open up the package, actually, we're going to go over a couple of things here. The wheelbase, 165 millimeters. Internal B-lock wheels. It does have oil-filled coil springs. It has a 2S LiPo 600 milliamp hour LiPo battery, 280 size motor, and a Fly Sky 6-channel transmitter receiver. It does come with a USB charger. And what else do we have here? So it looks like it is all metal gears, single cap tilt, the cap tilts. The bed does have wheel chocks on it, 1.2 inch B-lock wheels, and super soft MT tires, mud terrain tires. What else is there? Replacement parts. You can get metal gear steering servo, which is nice. It also has a winch, I believe, on the back. Yes, the remote operated recovery winch pre-installed from factory. It does have a 2-speed transmission, 5-mode LED system, hazards, turn signals, brake and reverse lights. Total of 35 LEDs, which is a nice feature. Counter-rotating heavy-duty rear drive shafts to reduce torque twist. So those are a couple of the specs of this thing. Let's just open this guy up and see how it looks. So we have our manual. In our manual, we do have a T-wrench, charger, and it looks like it also has the anti-sway bar links. So we'll put that down to the side. We also have the Fly Sky transmitter, which is a nice transmitter. I have a Fly Sky GT3C and I love that thing. And now we have the rig. I am going to confess something. I already did this intro video and I already did the packaging of it, but somehow, some way it got lost and I'm just redoing it. So let's continue on. So here we got the vehicle. And as you guys can see, this thing does have mirrors. Best of all is it actually has mirrors in the mirrors, which is a nice feature. Very, very nice feature. 1.2 B-lock wheels. The foams on these things do seem like they are stiff. Like the foams seem very stiff on this, but they are B-locks. As you can hear, they are vented B-lock wheels. So you guys can hear that. The tires actually seem pretty dang good, and they seem pretty sticky. So that actually seems pretty good. On the front here, you do have a light bar up on top, and you do have your headlights, your lights here on the bumper, and more lights on the bumper, and these 3 fog lights here on the front. The body, it is a hard body, and it looks very, very good. We do have the windshield wipers on the front and a visor here on the top also. 6 shocks, coil fill shocks, and as you guys can see on both rear axles, right there, and I'm trying to get a good shot of it, but right there where my finger is at, and on this side also is where you're going to put the anti-sway bar links. The sway bar links on there. This thing just looks very, very good. The chassis is an aluminum chassis, metal grade chassis, which feels very good. Now to open up the cab on this thing, there are tabs right there. So right there and right over here, as you guys can see, there are some tabs, and when you push those tabs, you can take the cab right off. Well, at least turn it over. So inside here we do have the 2-in-1 ESC transmitter. 2-in-1 ESC transmitter, all the lights in here, and the battery, which I just went over on the packaging, is a 600 milliamp hour 2S LiPo battery. On the bed, come on. Oh, in order to close the cab, that's what I was just having an issue with, because I couldn't close the cab. I'm like, why are you not closing? So when you go to close the cab, those same tabs, you actually have to push those tabs in so the cab will lock in place. I'm literally just holding it by the cab, and it literally just locks it right in place. So as you guys can see, once you push the tab right here, you can see that it'll open that up and close it, and that is what holds the cab in place, which is a nice feature. And these pegs on the cab is what actually locks everything into place. And that just seems like a really, really good idea that they did with this thing. On the bed here, as you guys can see, you do have the Hobby Plus sticker, flatbed sticker, and the rails on the sides do end up going up and down. So in case you do have a wider vehicle that you're going to be transporting on this thing, you can just put the side rails down and you'll be able to transport any vehicle that's wider than the bed, which is a nice feature. The wheel chocks on here, they are actually movable. So you can move them to whatever designated area you want to, as long as they are within those screw holes that you see on the bed right there. And to be able to access them is actually going to be underneath. So you can see that right there is a screw, and on the other side also there is a screw that you're going to be able to move the wheel chocks to whatever spot you want to move them to. The other nice feature that I see here about the wheel chocks is you can see that it has like a cutout on there. So in case you want to strap in your rig, you can just hook it up to that, strap it in, and you're going to be good to go. This thing's not going to go anywhere. Now, the good feature, the nice little feature about this thing is it has a rear mounted winch. So if you want to end up bringing anything on top of here, you're going to be able to do it, no issues at all with the winch. And on the back, we do have ramps. So I want to see how this thing performs. Now, before I continue with that, let's go over the FlySky transmitter. So the FlySky transmitter, again, I already put batteries in here, but as you guys can see, it does take 4 AA batteries in this guy. It's a FlySky transmitter. It is a very, very nice transmitter. I like these. So this is a 6-channel transmitter, as it was said on the box. You have your 2-speed transmission here. This dial right here actually controls the winch, obviously throttle, steering, and I believe it's channel 3 that will control the lights on this. So let's, oh, I'm sorry. On the back here, you actually have your on-off switch. You open this up, you do have your dip switches. So on your dip switches, you're able to change the front reverse and front reverse brake. Of course, a lot of us with the crawlers and everything, we just use front reverse. And if I'm not mistaken, you're actually also able to control the drag brake on here. So you can have drag brake or no drag brake. So it's completely up to you whether you want to change it to the drag brake or take off the drag brake. You can actually do that here on the dip switches. You also have your steering dual rate, your steering trim, your throttle dual rate, and your throttle trim down here on the bottom, as you guys can see. You have your steering reverse and your throttle reverse and your bind button right here. When you turn on the transmitter, you do see a couple lights come on. Let's get this guy plugged in and let's see how these lights look. When you go to plug in your battery, you might as well also, the on-off switch is under the cab, so turn that guy on. The lights will all come on and then shut off just to indicate that the vehicle is on. So once you have the vehicle on, you do already get the rear lights do come on. Now, like I said, I believe it's channel 3 that controls the lights on this. So here we go. Steering, your lights. Whoa, I wasn't trying to do that. Your lights is, there's a channel 4 button. I don't think channel 4 does anything. So let's just go with channel 3. Channel 3, you have your lights. No turn signals. Okay, no turn signals. But as you can see on the bed has all those lights in here. Let's turn this off. Let's turn these lights off. There you go. So you guys can see the lights on the bed right there. And on the side right here, you also have more lights. That is awesome. That is very, very awesome. Let's just turn off these lights. There we go. Now, hitting the channel 3 button again. Lights get brighter. No turn signals. Nice. There you go. Wait. Did that? Okay. Turn that off. Again. Now you got your hazard lights. Still no turn signals. Okay. No turn signals. There you go. There's your turn signals. So you do, I knew this thing had turn signals. Again, channel 3 does not do anything. And you do have turn signals in the back also. Alright, go that way. Channel 3 again. No turn signals. And you got all of your lights on. And I gotta tell you that these lights are actually pretty dang bright. Check that out. They're pretty dang bright on this thing. And I just want to go over again. So now you got your hazards with your lights on and you got them all off. The nice thing about this is that you can just turn on these lights, not have any turn signals. Did it again, you have your turn signals. Now they get brighter. Turn signals are off. Turn signals are still off with all the other lights on. Nice feature that Hobby Plus did with this thing. Because again, you're going out crawling, you're not going to use the turn signals. And when you're out scale crawling, when you're out with your one-to-one crawler, nobody uses turn signals. So it's kind of pointless to have the turn signals. So let's just get rid of the turn signals. Hobby Plus did that with this vehicle. They just decided, yo, let's control the turn signals, which a lot of people really, really hate. Alright, so now I want to go over the winch. And to control the winch, again, like I said, it is channel 5. I want to use my Unimog, and I want to see how good this winch does. So let's put these ramps down. Let's get the winch out. And the nice thing about this is where the winch is, how the winch is controlled. So you can actually control the speed of the winch if you want it to go faster or if you want it to go slower. So as you guys can see, let's turn that other light on. There we go, some more lighting. So as you can see, you have slow and just full speed on the winch. That's awesome. That's just absolutely freaking awesome, you guys. So let's see. There we go. Just put that right over here somewhere. There we go. Alright, she's on. Let's see how well this thing can bring that up. So, to go out, you push up on it. And to go in, you push forward. So, going forward. Just here. She's struggling. I mean, it's not that weak. It's lifting up the whole thing. Okay, there we go. Let me readjust this guy. Okay. Up the cable here. I need these real front wheels to move. There you go. Maybe I should have used one of my FCX24s. Put that thing in neutral. But there you go, you guys. And then you can just pull on the winch, lock this guy in place. Ain't going to go anywhere. So let's pull this. Am I going forward or backwards? I'm going in. I want it to go reverse. So here we go. There you go. Nice. Can it pull it from it hanging off? Yep. But I don't think that servo in there has metal gears. I believe they are plastic gears. So hopefully we'll be able to get a servo in case this one dies. Hopefully we'll be able to get a servo in here with metal gears that will be able to handle pulling anything up on this guy. This thing is freaking awesome, guys. I am so glad that I ended up getting it. Now, from what I understand, the slow crawl on this thing, for it to be brushed, is not bad. Let's check out and see how she does here. Going over, come on. The articulation is not bad at all. I'm not accelerating anymore. That's a slow crawl there. Gotta wait a little bit. Now there is some play in either the transmission, the portal axles. Yes, this thing does come with portal axles, you guys. And as you guys can see, that's some play there. So, see, all that play right there, bring it forward. So, full stop, and going forward. You can see that little bit, the engine winds a little until the gears catch. But you also have reverse lights. Nice. Very nice. I'm very happy with this thing. Alright. Let's take this guy out to the mini crawler course. Let's see how this thing does. Alright guys, so we're out here with the 6x6, the Arktos 6x6 by Hobby Plus, and we're going to test it out on the mini crawler course. But first and foremost, what I want to do
is I want to show you guys the difference between the first gear and the second gear. The first gear has really good crawling gear. The second gear is a little bit faster than walking pace. So if you want to take it out trailing or whatever and do your thing, hey, it's got the speed for you to try to keep up with. Let's check this thing out and see how fast this thing goes. All right, so this is first gear. And this is second gear. So got a good turning radius too. So to me, I think that second gear is a really good walking pace. So let's take it out on the mini crawler course. Let's see how this guy does. Oh, first gear now. There we go. So I'm automatically just going to start taking it over some hard lines. Brake is good. Walking up that like nothing. Oh, turn too soon. Oh, first rollover. Let's try that again. There. Again. Alright, so that line right there is a little tricky. Try this one more. Nope. Again. Nope, going over. All right. So now there's another line that I can try to take coming this way. See if it'll go around this line here.
climb up like it's nothing. So right here, I want to try to get it to go down that line right there. I know it'll make this line here, but now that line, I want to see if I can make it. Try this line again. Nope, just wants to sit. Try a different line here. There we go. There we go. All right. It made it. Will it climb back up this way? I'm pretty sure it will. Try this without flipping over. There we go. Oh, I thought I saved it. I thought I saved it. Let's try that one more time, guys. Nope. Oh, I have to be able to make it up there now. Oh, now I'm definitely going to. Slow. Look at that slow crawl. This is how slow I can get it to go. I mean, nothing like a brushless outrunner, but that's pretty good slow crawl right there. All right, let's see how she does on the incline. Is she gonna tip over? Probably. So you guys can see, that's how she's looking right now. Oh, there you go. All right, another obstacle that I like doing here is going over this rock right here, right from the face. So let's see if that guy is able to go up that.
Alright you guys, and there it is, the Hobby Plus Arktos 6x6, and I have got to say, I am very impressed with this thing. I mean, the only other 6x6 that I have is the Panda Hobby G-Wagon thing that I have, and I don't think it did as great as this guy just did. We might have to do a comparison. This 6x6, even though this is bigger than the Panda Hobby, might end up doing a comparison between this guy and the Panda Hobby 6x6. Yes, the Panda Hobby 6x6 does have fresh new tires that I still haven't tried out yet, so that could be a good comparison, but I don't think that thing did half of the things properly like this guy actually did. And so I am very impressed with the feel and everything of this guy. The transmission is smooth, the wheels and tires look good. The tires, they actually perform very nice. Very nicely, these tires do perform. I'm intrigued and I'm very happy that I got it. There's one more thing that I actually want to do with this guy that I'm going to show you guys. I've done it with a bunch of my other crawlers and I want to try it with this guy. Will it make it? I'm not sure, but there's a ledge over here that I try to go up. Almost everything that I have crawler wise, I try to go up that ledge to see if it'll make it. I think one or two vehicles have, but I want to try and see if this guy will. Alright guys, so as you guys can see right here, this is the ledge that I'm talking about. I've gotten a couple of my rigs go up that ledge. I want to see if this guy can do it. If this guy cannot do it, the only thing that means is we're going to have to upgrade it so it can make it up that. The other thing I want to do with this is the boulder. No, I have not forgotten about the boulder. I want to take this guy out to the boulder to see if it'll make it to the top. 6x6, I think it might make it halfway to 3/4 of the way, but let's see if it'll make it up this ledge right here. Ooh, I don't think so. I don't think so, you guys. Ooh, that's spicy. That's spicy. I think she's gonna want it tipping over. Oh, she's gonna want to tip. Oh, I am freaking out. She's gonna tip. All right. So let me just put my foot right here in case it does. I feel a little bit better. Oh, no, there you go. All right, you guys, and there it is, the Hobby Plus Arktos 6x6. And I have got to say, I am pleasantly surprised with this thing. The fact that it crawled over a couple obstacles that I really didn't think it was going to make. I didn't think it was going to do it just for the main fact that the bottom of it's so light that I thought it was just going to flip over a lot of the times, and it just sways so much that I thought it was just going to flip over, but it did pretty dang good. The second thing I gotta say about it is the ESC and the motor is pretty good. The slow crawl on it did very well. Granted, it's not brushless outrunner type of pace, but the slow crawl on it, on this thing, for a brushed engine, for a brushed motor and ESC, it did very well. I am pleasantly surprised with it. The other thing that I'm kind of bummed out about is the fact that it didn't make it up this ledge, but that just means we get to upgrade it so it can make it up this ledge. The other thing I want to do with this is take it up that boulder and make sure that it is going to go up the boulder. I think it will make it up at least halfway to 3/4 of the way up, because once it gets above that, then it kind of inclines a little bit more. So you got to have some good weight down low, and good grip on the tires so you can make it up that boulder. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys. So I am going to put a link in the description down below for you guys if you want to pick this one up. These links are affiliate links. They do help out the channel. So do me a favor, hit those links, help out the channel, you guys. I will see you guys in another video. You all have a good one. Keep our saying.